Hi, what's up, comic book fans? Welcome to the Cosmic Comic Book Broadcast. Welcome to my channel. I am your comic book broadcaster. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. In fact, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for those of you who liked my last video, and I hope you keep supporting me as I feature some of my favorite comic books from my collection. Let's start off. This is XMen Alpha #1. Featuring a cover by Joe Madureira and Tim Townsend. It is a wraparound foil cover, the start of the Age of Apocalypse storyline from 1995. And as you can see, this is a gimmick cover, and I was a big fan of gimmick covers back in the day. In fact, I still am. Yeah, if I can find a gimmick cover, I'll probably buy one. Moving on from XMen Alpha, we're going to move on to XMen Omega #1. It is another wraparound foil cover, and this issue ties up the Age of Apocalypse storyline. Features a beautiful cover by John Romita Jr. and Klaus Janson. I remember these gimmick covers really well because I guess back in the day when I was collecting, I liked all the shiny stuff. Okay, moving on. Some more gimmick covers for you. This is XMen Prime, and it features a foil acetate wraparound cover. Beautiful artwork by Brian Hitch and Paul Neary. Yeah, when I was told that there would be an XMen Prime, I really wanted to get it, and I did. I was lucky enough that yeah, my local comic shop managed to get it for me. This is kind of like an epilogue to the Age of Apocalypse storyline when all the timelines went back to normal. Moving on, this is the Sensational Spiderman #1. It features a cover by Dan Jurgens and Klaus Janson. This was the result, I guess, the end of the Clone Saga, and when it came out, I bought this because it was a #1 issue. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Clone Saga, but I was interested to find out what happens here to Ben Reilly, the Sensational Spider-Man. This is Crimson Plague #1, and this is published under Image Comics, and it features a beautiful cover by George Perez together with colorist Tom Smith and Comic Craft. Yeah, how many of you remember Crimson Plague? I really enjoyed this issue. Now, from Crimson Plague, from Image Comics, we're going to move on to another one. This is something that I have in my collection. I'm really lucky that I found this one. This is The Man Called Nova #1, and it features the origin of my favorite Nova, that's Richard Rider. It features a beautiful cover by John Buscema and Joe Sinnott. A classic issue, and one that I'm glad I have in my collection. Oh, this is Wildcats and X-Men, the Silver Age #1. Features a beautiful cover by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. I'm told this is the Chicago Comic-Con edition. Since I don't have any other variants of the Silver Age, I'm not sure what's different about this one, but yeah, again, glad to have this in my little collection. This is Bloodshot #1 from Valiant Comics from the year 1993. I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. It features a chromium cover by the great Barry Windsor Smith. Now, if you look closely at the cover, there's some damage already to the chromium part of this cover. Not too sure why, but I guess it's because of time. Oh, this is Spider-Man 2099 #1. It's a cover by Rick Leonardi together with Al Williamson, and it has a special foil cover. In fact, all 2099 #1 issues would have a special foil cover. This is one of those cool ones. It was written by Peter David, one of my favorite issues of 2099 Spider-Man. Moving on, this is another Image Comics issue. This is Shaman's Tears #1. It was written and drawn by the great Mike Grell. This is The Punisher Warzone #1, and it features a die-cut wraparound cover by the great John Romita Jr. together with Klaus Janson, and this issue was written by Chuck Dixon. I really liked what Chuck Dixon did with this particular comic. It was one of my favorites back in the day. And moving on, this is the final one for this video. This is Legends of the Dark Knight, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #1 from, which year was this? 1989. And it is the first new solo Batman book since 1940. It's the yellow cover. Well, Comic fans, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just a small showing of some of the comics that I have in my collection. If you like this video, I hope you'll like, comment, share, and maybe consider following me on my channel. This is the Comic Book Broadcaster saying take care. I'll see you next time.